Billy Curling from Old Dominion coming to mat number 2 now, wearing the green ankle band. Todd Porter for Mizzou in the red ankle bands. And we're underway, action at 174. Want to say a big welcome, of course, to our friends from Virginia. And a big welcome to our Mizzou wrestling fans. Billy Curling with a record of 20-11. Todd Porter with a record of 31-11. Todd Porter wearing the red ankle bands, as we mentioned just a few minutes ago. Of course, Porter wrestling out of the Mid-American Conference. He's from House Springs, Missouri, a redshirt senior. 28-2 against D1 competition this year. He has 8 falls on the season, 6 technical falls, and 6 major decisions. His opponent, Billy Curling from Old Dominion, of course, wrestling out of the CAA. He's from Chesapeake, Virginia. Redshirt junior. 18-9 against D1 competition this year. He has no falls on the season, but he does have 1 tech fall and 6 major decisions. Todd Porter finishing 3rd at the Mid-American Conference Championships in Buffalo, New York 2 weeks ago. And Curling finishing 1st in the CAA Conference. And Porter scoring 2 on the takedown and jumping out to a 2-0 lead. Todd Porter, one of 10 wrestlers advancing to the big dance for the University of Missouri. Todd Porter retaining control or maintaining control. Billy Curling in the down position, now going to base. Porter over the top, trying to control Curling's left hand. And returning Curling to the bat. Billy Curling from Old Dominion, Todd Porter from Mizzou. And Porter trying to work Curling's right arm. Bringing it back behind him, trying to get the chicken wing. And it looks like he's got it secured. Now Porter moving over to the right side of Curling. Correction, the left side of Curling. And trying to post. In the corner for the University of Missouri, head coach Brian Smith and Joe Johnston. Johnston, an All-American out of the University of Iowa, now an assistant coach for Brian Smith at the University of Missouri. And at the conclusion of 1 period, Todd Porter with a 2-0 lead. Porter also with 1:41 in riding time. Of course, Mizzou trainer Shane Bishop in the corner as well with Brian Smith and Joe Johnston. Todd Porter in the down position. Billy Curling in the top position as we go into the second period. Porter getting distance and separation. And Porter scoring 1 point. Todd Porter, not a starter for 3 years of his college career, came in his 4th year. Porter getting 2 on the takedown. Todd Porter earning the starting position at 174. A good example of a young man who, with the will, the perseverance, and hard work, breaks into the starting lineup. and advances to the NCAA tournament. And Mr. Gino telling both of our wrestlers they've got to improve their position. Curling in the down position with his head down on the mat, his forehead resting on the mat. Todd Porter trying to work the arm on the left side. And we've got a stalling call on Curling. That's his first stalling call. Curling still has his head down. Now he lifts his forehead. Now goes up to base. Todd Porter trying to get Curling to carry his weight. Porter driving forward on his toes. Porter's got the flanker in on Curling's left leg, now trying to control the right leg and the right arm. Porter driving forward, Curling trying to push back with his hands. And at the end of 2 periods of wrestling, Todd Porter for the Missouri Tigers with a 5-0 lead. 3:11 in riding time on Porter's side of the clock. Curling thought the match was over, starting to exit the mat. And Mr. Gino got him back out there. Porter on the shot on the right leg of Curling. Our wrestlers go out of bounds. We walk back to the center of the mat. Todd Porter wrestling for Mizzou. Billy Curling wrestling for Old Dominion. And again, you're watching action and listening to action, mat number 2. Mat Side Radio, this is A.L. Hayslip bringing you the play-by-play. Todd Porter, Billy Curling. Porter for Mizzou, Curling for Old Dominion. And Porter in on the single leg, coming around behind, trying to cut the corner. Pulling Curling back in. And now Porter driving. Curling with the whizzer, the shin whizzer, locking off. And Porter driving to his right, maintaining control, getting 2 points on the takedown. And Todd Porter scoring for the Missouri Tigers. Porter now trying to control the arm of Billy Curling. And Mr. Gino tells the guys continue wrestling. And we're going to move back to the center of the mat. Todd Porter for the Tigers, Billy Curling for Old Dominion. Porter now with a major decision. If he can hold on, 38 seconds left, 7-0 score, 3:27 in riding time. And now a 7-1 match. Porter needing another takedown to get the major decision. And our wrestlers are off the mat. 17 seconds left. Porter needing the takedown for a major decision. Porter missing on the single leg. Curling blocking out. 8 seconds. Curling with the under-over. Now hand fighting. Curly driving into Porter. And we've got a winner by a decision. Final score 8-1. And the winner at 174 pounds from the University of Missouri, the winner, Todd Porter.